Hi guys, good day. It's me, Teacher MJ. Our topic for today class, it's all about similar triangles. So without further ado, let's do this topic. So two triangles are similar if their corresponding angles are congruent and corresponding sides are proportional. So I have here an illustration class in which in this illustration, we can make two triangles, right? We have the small triangle and the big triangle. So I separated the small triangle and the big triangle. Now questions, are these similar triangles? So for you to check class if these are similar triangles, you need to check their corresponding angles if they are congruent. So let's label this up class. The small triangle, let's say that this is triangle A, B, C. And this big triangle, let's say this is triangle D, E, and F. So angle A corresponds to angle D, angle B corresponds to angle E, angle C corresponds to angle F. Now let's check class if these corresponding angles are congruent. So I have here an illustration class. This is a small triangle. So same measure with this triangle ABC. And let's check that this angle A, this one right here class, this one is the same measure with, this one is the same measure with angle D. And this angle B is the same measure with angle E. And angle C is the same measure with angle F. Okay, so let's check that one if they have the same measure. So for angle C and F, it's like 90 degrees angle. Alright, so let's check. So angle A, let's check if angle D and angle A, they have the same measure. Yup, they have the same measure class. So therefore, angle A is congruent to angle D. And how about angle E class? Yup, angle E and angle B, they have the same measure, right? Check the angle class. Yup, they have the same measure. Okay. So I actually draw this illustration class for you to really check if their corresponding angles are congruent. How about angle C? Yup, this is the angle. For angle F, yup, they have the same measure. So therefore, their corresponding angles class are congruent. Therefore, these two triangles are similar. So it doesn't matter class if their sizes are different. As long as their corresponding angles are congruent, therefore, these two triangles are similar. So once again, we can say that angle A is congruent to angle D. And angle B is congruent to angle E. And angle C, this one is congruent to angle F. Now, once again, if their corresponding angles are congruent, these two triangles are similar. We can write this one triangle A, B, C. So once again, class, be careful in reading the triangle. So you have A, B, C is similar. So this is the symbol of similar to triangle. So A, so once again, corresponding angles AD, it should be D. Then B corresponds to angle E, DE. Then C corresponds to angle F. So triangle DEF. So once again, A corresponds to this angle D. Angle B corresponds to angle E. Angle C corresponds to angle F. Be careful class in reading the triangles. Now, if the two triangles are similar class, we can make proportions. Okay, the ratio of their sides will be equal. So we can say that this side AB, okay, let's have triangle 1. So I hope you understand this one class. If you understand this one, later on we will be solving problems, finding the sides. So let's have triangle 1. So triangle 1, we can say that AB, okay, the side AB over, so once again we can make proportions. So AB over DE, line segment AB over DE is equal to, so we can make BC over EF. So line segment BC, so we don't have enough space. Let me write it again class. So triangle 1 and triangle 2. So we can make proportions. We have this line, okay, line AB, line segment AB over DE is equal to line segment BC over EF, line segment EF is equal to line segment AC over DF. So that's the thing there class. We can make proportions if their corresponding angles are congruent. Now if the teacher will ask for the side, if one side is unknown, we can find the side class making this proportions. Okay, so to find the side class, just use this proportion class. AB and DF, BC and EF, AC and DF. So let's try an example class for you to understand this one. Once again, this is triangle 1, AB, BC, and AC corresponds to side DE, EF, and DF. So let's make an example class for you to understand this one. Okay, so let's try an example. Alright, so let's start with number 1. Once again, class, do not be worried because I will give you 3 examples for you to really understand how to solve similar triangles. Alright, so let's start with number 1. Once again, we have given triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. Angle A corresponds to angle D, so angle A and angle D. Angle B corresponds to angle E, and angle C corresponds to angle F. And this side AB corresponds to side DE. Side BC corresponds to side EF. The ratio of these two sides is equal to the ratio of these two sides, BC and EF. So in this scenario class, we can answer it right away without making the solution. Why is that, sir? As you can see, class, once again, this AB corresponds to side DE. As you can see, class, this AB is 5. It becomes 10 in DE, right? It is doubled. From 5, it becomes 10. Therefore, if this is 12 for BC, EF will be doubled. What's the answer, class? That's correct. It should be 24. From 5, it becomes 10. Therefore, BC is 12. EF will be 24. It is doubled. Because the ratio of side BE over DE is equal to the ratio of BC over EF. So that's the thing there, class. There are some cases, if the teacher will give you this kind of illustration, okay, this kind given side, it is doubled. You already have the idea, class, that EF will be 24. It will be doubled. From 5, it becomes 10. Therefore, if this is 12, it becomes 24. So, easy for this number 1 class. So, if you have given questions like this, you can answer it right away. But if you want the solution, this will be the solution class. So, triangle 1 and then triangle 2. So, once again, triangle 1, that would be BA. Okay, side AB or side BA. Let's have side AB. So, side AB over side DE, so triangle 2, that is DE, triangle 1, that is AB, is equal to side BC, so side BC or line segment BC over line segment EF. And then simply substitute, class. That would be AB, that is 5, over DE, that is 10, equals, so this will be BC is 12, over EF is X. So to get the value of X, just simply cross multiply, class. You cross multiply. Alright, so cross multiply. 5 times X equals 12 times 10. Alright, so this will be 5 times X, that is 5X, equals 12 times 10. What's the answer, class? 12 times 10. That's correct. That is 120. And then divide both sides by 5. Divide by 5. So, X equals 120 divided by 5. That is 24. That's it, class. That's the answer there for number 1. EF is 24. Easy, right? For EF, that is 24. So, for me, class, no need the solution for number 1. If I will be your teacher, class, you can answer it right away. No worries for that. So, X equals 24. So that's it for number 1, our X or side EF, that is 24. Now, if the teacher will ask for the scale factor, because there are some cases that they will ask for scale factor. So the scale factor, the formula, okay, that would be the new triangle over the old triangle. And you need to get the ratio, class. So the new triangle, so let's have our new triangle, let's have this side DE and AB. So the new triangle side DE, that is 10. And the old triangle, once again, class, the corresponding sides, the ratio of the corresponding sides, DE over AB. So old, the new triangle, that is DE, side DE over side AB, that is 5. So the ratio, we can reduce this 1 by 5, right? So divide by 5, divide by 5. So the scale factor, 10 divided by 5, that is 2. 5 divided by 5, that is 1. So the ratio, that would be 2 is to 1. That's it, class, for the scale factor. So 2 is to 1, or if the teacher will ask for the whole number, 2 divided by 1, that is 2. So the scale factor is 2, or the ratio that will be 2 is to 1. Because it is twice, class, it is doubled. So that's why our scale factor is 2. Because this side is doubled. From 5, it becomes 10. That's why, class, your scale factor is 2. Even if we check these two sides, once again, the new triangle, this side, EF, that is 24, over the side BC, that is 12. And the ratio, 24 divided by 12, that is still 2. Same answer, class. Or you can divide this one by 12, divide this one by 12. That would be 2 over 1, or 2 is to 1. Same answer. Alright, so that's it for the scale factor. Just simply get the new triangle over the old triangle. The ratio of the new triangle over the old triangle. That's it, class, for number 1. So let's try second example, number 2, for you to really understand this one. Second example. Alright, let's try that. Alright, so let's try number 2. So we have given illustration, triangle ABC and triangle DEF. So once again, it's not been named. So we need to name this triangle. Always be careful, class, in naming the triangle. So let's say that this is triangle ABC is similar to triangle. So once again, angle A, 2 markings. So it should be angle D. So check the marking, class. You start with angle A, which is 2 markings. Therefore, triangle, you start with angle D. And then B, check the markings, 3 markings. So that would be B corresponds to angle E, and angle C corresponds to angle F. So triangle ABC is similar to triangle DEF. So always be careful, class, in reading the triangles. So the side AB, so we have 2 then 3, 3 markings. So this will be D and E. So this side AB corresponds to side DE. And for X, this EF, so EF 3 then 1, so therefore corresponds to side BC, 3 and 1. So this side corresponds to side BC. Therefore, we can find the value of X, okay? Because the ratio of this side is equal to the ratio of this side. And AC corresponds to side DF. So in this in our class, do we have a way that we can answer it right away? From 4, it becomes 6. Nope. We cannot answer right away, class. So therefore, we need to do the solution. So, triangle 1 and triangle 2. So for triangle 1, we have AB. So this side, AB, line segment AB over line segment DE. AB corresponds to DE is equal to line segment BC over EF is X. So let's find the value of X. And then we substitute, class. AB is 6. So 6 over DE is 4. Is equal to BC is 9 over EF is X. And then to get the value of X, we do cross multiplication. So we cross multiply. So this will be 6 times X. And then is equals to 9 times 4. So 6 times X. What's the answer, class? That's correct. That is 6X equals 9 times 4. That is 36. And then divide both sides by 6 so that we can get the value of X. So 36 divided by 6, that is 6. Therefore, class, our X is 6. Alright, so therefore this side is 6. X equals to 6. And let's find the value of Y. So what will be the answer, class, for Y? So once again, this side, okay, you can make a ratio for this side, ED over DF. And that would be AB over AC. So you can do that one, class. Or since we already have the value of X, you can have this side, okay, this 2 sides corresponds to this 2 sides. So it's up to you. Which do you prefer? You can make many proportions, class. Alright, so let's have this side over this side. Okay, this side over this side. That would be the same answer, class. If you use this side over this side, that's okay. So let's have this side over this side. So AD corresponds to AB. And then AC corresponds to DF. So let's try that. So that would be AB. Okay, let's have triangle 1 for you not to be confused. So triangle 1 and triangle 2. So triangle 1 AB, line segment AB over this side corresponds to this side over DE. okay, over line segment D is equal to line segment AC over line segment DF, and that is Y. So let's just write DF first. So AB is, what's the value of AB, class? That's correct, that is 6 over DE is 4 is equal to AC is 12 and DF is Y. So then we cross multiply. So cross multiply. So this will be 6 times Y equals 12 times 4. So 6 times Y, what's the answer, class? That's correct, that is 6Y. Equals 12 times 4, that is 48. And to get the value of Y, you divide both sides by 6. Cancel this out, so Y equals 48 divided by 6. What's the answer, class? That's correct, that is 8. Therefore, class, Y is 8. That's it, class. That's the answer for number 2. I hope you got this one, class, for number 2. Alright, all set for number 2. Once again, if the teacher will ask for the scale factor, so the scale factor, I will just put SF, class, scale factor, the new triangle over the old triangle. Alright, so what would be our new triangle? So, new triangle, so this side, so let's have ED and AB, class, ED and AB. Okay, let me just write it here. I hope you see this one, class, for the scale factor. So the new triangle ED over the old triangle AB. Once again, class, the ratio of this side and this side, that's what we call the scale factor. The new triangle over the old triangle. So the new triangle, we have 4. And the old triangle, that is 6. So the ratio, 4 over 6. Can we reduce? Yup, we can reduce that 1 by 2. So reduce by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. So our scale factor, 4 divided by 2, that is 2. 6 divided by 2, that is 3. That's it, class. That's our scale factor, 2:3. Even if we check this side, okay, the side BC is corresponding side BC corresponds to side EF. So let's check, class. The new triangle, okay, that is 6. Okay, scale factor, the new triangle, so the side, this side 6, and the old triangle, that is BC, that is 9. This side corresponds to this side, so we will get the same answer. Can we reduce 6 over 9? Yep. We can divide this 1 by 3. Divide by 3, so 6 divided by 3, that is 2. 9 divided by 3, that is 3. Same answer, class. It should be the same answer, class, for the scale factor. Alright, so the scale factor, that is 2/3. And the value of X, that is 6. And the value of Y, that is 8. That's it, class, for number 2. So I hope you get number 2. So let's try number 3 example. So quite tricky, right? But if you do it step by step, I'm sure this will be very easy for your class. Alright, let's try number 3. Alright, so let's try number 3, class. More complicated examples. So we have given illustration. So we do have 2 triangles. So first thing to do, class, is we need to name this triangle. So once again, you check first the angle. So this angle is congruent to this angle. How about this angle, class? Is it congruent to the angle E? You need to check that one first. So how about this one? Angle C, 30 degrees. So what would be this angle, class? Now, once again, if this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. Why is that, sir? This to remember, class, vertical angles. If you have 2 intersecting lines, they form vertical angles. And vertical angles are congruent. So once again, if you have 2 intersecting lines, they form vertical angles. This will be the vertical angles. And they are congruent. So this angle right here is congruent to this angle. And this angle will be congruent to this angle. So once again, let's draw another vertical angle. If you have these 2 intersecting lines, therefore, this angle is congruent to this angle. And this angle will be congruent to this angle. That's what we call, class, vertical angle. So therefore, if this is 30 degrees, this is also 30 degrees. Why is that, sir? Because vertical angles are congruent. So we have 30, we have 90, therefore this should be 60, class. Why is that, sir? Because the sum of interior angles, it should be 180, right? You still remember, class, in a triangle? So any kind of triangle, class, the sum of this interior angles, it should be 180 degrees. Okay, the sum of this interior angles, it should be 180 degrees. So this angle will be congruent to this angle. because this is 30, this is 90, so that's 120 plus 60, that would be 180. So therefore, this is 60, this is also 60. Alright, so let's name the triangle. So once again, class, be careful in naming the triangle. We have triangle. So triangle ABC. So ABC is similar to triangle. Once again, you start with ABC. So that will be 60. This is 60 degrees from 90 to 30. So let's just write 60 degrees, class. So 60 plus 90, that's 150, plus 30, that's 180. Always remember that one, class. Any kinds of triangle, the sum of their interior angles, it should be 180 degrees. The sum of their interior angles, class, it should be 180 degrees. So you start with 60, to 90, then 30. So similar to triangles, you start with 60, that would be E, then 90, 60, 90, A, B, C. So that would be E, D, C. E, D, C. Alright, so triangle ABC is similar to triangle EDC. So always be careful, class, in reading the triangles. Alright, so this side corresponds to this side, and this side BC corresponds to this side DC. So let's make a proportion. So triangle 1 and triangle 2. Let's make this one our triangle 1. So triangle 1 DE corresponds to AB. Okay? Check the angle, class. 90, 60, 90, 60. So this DE, line segment DE over line segment AB is equal to line segment DC. So triangle 1. So triangle 1 DC over BC. Alright, and then we can find the value of x. So DE is 4. So substitute the value. DE is 4. So let's ignore first the units. 4 meters. So DE is 4 meters. So let's just write 4. Ignore first the units. 4. And AB is 6 equals. So DC is 5. 5 over BC is x. And then we cross multiply. So cross multiply. Cross multiply. So 4 times x. And then 6 times 5. Alright, so 4 times x, that is 4x, equals 6 times 5. What's the answer, class? That is correct, that is 30. And then divide both sides by 4. Divide by 4, cancel this out. So x equals, so can we divide 30 by 4? We can reduce this one, so x equals 30 over 4. We can reduce this one by 2. So divide by 2, divide by 2. Our x is equals to, so what's the answer, class? 30 divided by 2, that is 15. And then 4 divided by 2, that is 2. So our x, class, is 15 over 2. That's the answer, class, for this x, 15 over 2. Now, if the teacher will ask for a decimal, okay, if the teacher will ask for a decimal, they really want to divide 30 by 4, let's do that, class. Let's divide that one. So 30 divided by 4. So 30 divided by 4. So 3 divided by 4, that cannot be. So we use 30. 30 divided by 4, that is 7. 7 times 4, that is 28. Subtract 30 minus 28, that is 2. You add 1 0. Alright, so add 1 0. So this will be point. 20 divided by 4, that is 5. 5 times 4, that is 20. Subtract, that is 0. So 7.5. So you can have this answer, class. This 15 over 2, class, is just the same with 7.5 because 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. So if the teacher will ask for a whole number with a decimal, this will be your answer. If that would be a fraction, class, this will be your answer. So you can, actually, class, for me, you can have this answer, class. This is actually the same. So 15 over 2 meters. Or you can write that one 7.5 meters. So 7.5 meters. That's actually the same, class. 15 divided by 2, that is 7.5. So our answer, class, for number T, 7.5 meters for x. So that's it, class, for the similar triangle. So I hope you learned something new today. So once again, class, if you have some questions, class, with regards to similar triangles, go ahead, class. Feel free to leave a comment in our YouTube channel. You can always message me in our Facebook channel. Same name with our YouTube channel. So once again, I hope you learned something new today. If you like this video, class, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. You share it to your friends and to your classmates so that we can help more students. Once again, class, for the scale factor, you still remember? Scale factor, that would be the new triangle. Okay, new triangle over the old triangle. I forgot the scale factor, class. I apologize. So the new triangle, so this is the old triangle, this is the new triangle. So the new triangle, let's assume, class, that this is our new triangle. So that would be 6 over the old triangle, that is 4. So the scale factor, so 6 divided by 4, we cannot divide that directly. So let's reduce, class. Divide by 2. Divide by 2. So the scale factor, 6 divided by 2, that is 3. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. That's it, class. That's the scale factor. So I apologize, class. I forgot the scale factor. Once again, this is Teacher MJ, class. You have a great day, class. Goodbye for now. Bye-bye.